Welcome back to the Shankly Sessions. This is your match reaction. Atletico Madrid 2, Liverpool 3. What a game. It had absolutely everything, um, with the exception at times of a bit of quality and a bit of calmness. But sometimes in these games, sometimes the result is all that matters. Liverpool picking up the 3 points, 9 points, top of the group, look like they're going to sail through now as group winners. But let's get into the game. Started off in the first 10 minutes, looked real controlled and real composed. What a goal by Mo Salah. Although the talk is Milner might get the goal, but I'm giving it to Mo Salah. Absolutely ghost by three guys at the edge of the box and then absolutely rifles one in. Takes a bit of a deflection, but I'm giving it to Mo. He's on a run at the moment. Then an absolutely thunderbolt volley from Naby Keita again. Unbelievable. Um, Although Keita did drift out of the game and ended up getting substituted off. Then we sort of got into a little bit of we allowed Madrid drag us into their kind of petulant, kind of dirty kind of way, and we got involved with them, silly little things to sort of boost them up. First of all, with Mane and stuff like that, silly elbow into Trippier. I know he's got, look, these guys, they're professionals. They know how to make the most of these things, and we should know better when it's Atletico. They play that dirty kind of dogged kind of game. We should know better. But two fantastic goals by Griezmann, and to draw 2-2 going in at half time. Then we come out in the second half, and again, it's kind of wave after wave, back and forth. Um, them showing way more composure than us at times. Um, then Griezmann picking up a red card for the kick to the head on Firmino. Which on the face of it, I think when you look at the dangerous play and that rule, and I'm sure Mark will come on and talk about our resident ref, I think if it's dangerous playing, it's endangering a player, then you have to give a red card. But again, I think very unlucky really in getting a red card. But that's a big red card now because it'll probably rule him out of the game back at Anfield as well. That's coming up, so it'll be interesting to look at that. Then James Milner, very unlucky to get booked there. Wasn't an elbow. Trippier again, making the most of it, falling on the ground and laughing about it and stuff like that. Absolutely shocking from him. It's good to see that he has settled into that Atletico Madrid way anyway. Then Trent with a needless booking, kicking the ball away just out of frustration because of his control and stuff like that. I get it. But then we get the break, we get the penalty, and of course Mo steps up and does Mo things, slots the penalty into the bottom left corner, sends All Black the wrong way. Absolutely outstanding from Mo as always. 3-2. Then they ring the changes. They fire out the big guns. Llorente comes on, Suarez comes on, a number of other substitutions. And then they step it up a little gear. And at times, our own calmness and our own composure on the ball and our own match management, if you like, we lacked serious composure tonight at times. We were just hoofing the ball away, we were kicking the ball anywhere. And even at 3-2, and I said it after the Brentford game as well, if you're 3-2 up, just control the game. Just take control of the ball. And at times they did it. They took the ball down, they played it around, they made Atletico run around and work hard to try and get possession. But we just need to be clever in the way we do that. Like once you have the lead, you have the lead. They're down to 10 men. They're not going to do much. It's up to us to control the tempo of the game. We don't necessarily need to go hunting and looking for a fourth. Just control the game. They're not going to have much going on. And then an opportunity falls to Correa. And I tell you, if that had fell to Griezmann or had fell to Suarez, maybe I think he might have hit the back of the net with it. Alisson was unbelievable. Don't know how many times he saved us in the first half. To think that they went in 2-2, but Alisson, I think, made at least 3 to 4 saves. That were absolutely outstanding. And that's his game, the way he opens up his body and shifts himself and makes himself look huge, giving them no space at all in terms of the shot and stuff like that. And again, in the second half, again, made a couple of critical saves as well. But again, if you look at the performance, he's the only guy really that comes out with any kind of a shining light, really. The rest of it was all kind of disjointed, haphazard, trying passing between the lines when it wasn't on, surrendering possession so easy. I just think, you know what I mean? It's just giving the ball away needlessly at times, you know. Not the ideal preparation really for going into, you know, arguably could be the biggest game of the season for us was against our rivals at Old Trafford, of course, on Sunday. But we have got 5 days now to um to recover and get ready for that game and knock out of our game what's going on there in terms of that. I mean, the team that played tonight looked like a totally different team to the team that played against Watford. And obviously, there's levels at which you're playing against, you know what I mean? Watford are not at the level of Atletico, and you're going into the lines down there again. Like those fans over there were unbelievable. But I noticed in the last 10, 15 minutes, our own boys over there really got us through and stuff like that. You could hear them singing well over the noise of the Atletico fans and stuff like that. But the sending off, I think was crucial. Um, and I think if he hadn't got sent off, I think we may have been in trouble, because our own offensive play at times just was so disjointed. I think even Mo at times had ran out of ideas after a while. You know, Bobby didn't seem to be in the game a lot at all. Sadio wasn't really in the game much at all. Jordan, a bit anonymous tonight, really not doing a whole lot and stuff like that. And then that, where was that calmness? Where were these leaders on the pitch when we need them to just get the ball and calm it down? I think bringing Fabinho on at halftime, I think was the right call. And I'd say the one thing about Jurgen Klopp tonight that we have to praise him on, obviously, is when he did get 3-2 ahead, he was starting to make changes. He brought on Neco, of course, brought on Joe Gomez. So he knew he knew. Let's calm this down. Took off James Milner, obviously, after the book and stuff like that. Brought on Ox with a few moves and stuff like that. But again, nothing major. But did okay. Joe came on for Trent. Was composed enough, but at times letting lads ghost in, not being aware. But again, it's not really his position. Neco came on from Mo Salah, very unlucky with the shot, had a great opportunity there, and great to see him pushing forward and being so offensive when he does come on. But I just think we lacked a little bit of composure. We let ourselves get dragged down into their dirty game. But as I said already, it's the 3 points is all that counts. When you go away some of these fixtures, they can get deep down and dirty, especially with these guys. We know what these guys are about. They antagonise. They do everything to get you in the ref's book or get you sent off. As Jurgen has pinpointed before, they just play a dirty, dogged game, and they're the last team you want to be playing, really. You know what I mean? Especially for a team like us that needs to match up against a team that allows us to play in a certain way. But as I said, 3 points, 9 points, top of the table. Can't ask for any more than that. Hopefully all the boys come out, not too many injuries or anything like that. They have time to recover now and get ready for United. But Klopp has a big job in his hands there. He's going to have to lift them up for that United game, because that performance tonight, that won't be acceptable against the likes of Cavani and Ronaldo and Rashford and Greenwood and guys like that, Jadon Sancho. They need to be a lot better than that if we want to get a result on Sunday, really kick on now in the league. But until next time, this has been your match reaction. Atletico 2, Liverpool 3. We will talk to you again real soon. This is the Shankly Sessions on the Dynamo Podcast Network on YouTube. You can hit us up on Twitter. Let us know your thoughts at Sessions Shankly. You can drop your comments into the episode. Of course, hit a like and a share on it all the time. Keep the support going. We appreciate all the support there and all the subs on the channel. And we will talk to you again on Thursday when we will be doing our Man United Liverpool preview with Mark and Darren. Should be a belter. Till next time, cheers. Come on, you red men.